Good morning, team.
Morning.
Morning.
Right, so this morning we will cover introduction to food allergies and special dietary requests. The reason we are doing a reintroduction is because we always need a refresher of the basics, okay? So we are going to cover these topics here. Food allergens, what they are, food intolerances, health conditions, exposure to allergens, what to do if we do encounter a guest that does have an allergic reaction, processes for guests with allergies and special dietary needs, and of course a couple of things to remember about allergies and intolerances when dealing with our guest. Okay? So you can have several scenarios that you may encounter. This is one. The guest may ask you, do you have anything without milk? Why do you think that is?
Dairy.
Dairy intolerance or allergy.
Allergy.
What are some alternative milks that we can offer to our
Lactose.
guests?
Lactose.
Lactose-free milk, what else?
Rice meal.
Almond milk, rice milk,
Oatmeal.
etc. Right?
Yes.
You know that's in service when you do not have something to offer, or the guest in this case cannot have it. We always want to give an alternative. Okay? What about, do you have anything with artificial sweeteners? Why do you think they're asking that?
Diabetic.
Maybe they're diabetic, right? What are some alternatives that we have here?
Splenda.
Splenda, what else?
Equal.
Equals,
yeah.
stevia too, right?
Sweet and low.
Sweet and
Okay,
yeah.
what about gluten-free options? Do we have
Gluten-free bread.
gluten-free bread?
Yes.
Pasta?
Yes.
Chicken nuggets?
Yes.
Pizza?
Yes.
Right? Excellent.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Is there any shellfish in that?
Yes.
Which
What
one?
would you do if the guest says that they have a shellfish
You have an allergy, you
What
ask.
can you offer instead of shellfish?
Chicken. Beef.
Pasta. Chicken.
Light and fair,
If they do eat chicken or beef, you want to offer that, right? Or maybe
Yes.
something vegetarian or
Yeah.
vegan. You get that confirmation from the guest and you give an alternative. Okay? Okay, so an important fact. Most allergic reactions occur when food allergic individuals inadvertently consume an allergen. Others may not realize that they have an allergy until the day that they have a reaction. Remember, our guests, they come from all over the world, right? On some occasions. And maybe they have never tried a specific cuisine or dish before. So it's their first time. It's possible that they could have a reaction for the first time here on board. What about the guests who come and they say, you know what? I have a shrimp allergy, but I really do love shrimp pasta. It's okay. Can you please serve me? What are we going to do in that case? What do you think?
Inform your
Gonna inform.
Inform your leader. Excellent. Make sure you inform your leader. They are trained on how to take care of situations like that. That's a separate training for them, but make sure you
Yeah.
always keep your leader in the loop and you never give a yes or no answer in that circumstance, okay? Your leader will take care of it. Okay, so what is actually an allergy?
It's
Tell
a,
me what you think.
it's a immune
Body is not-
system.
Has to do with your immune system. What else?
Cannot
Process.
Cannot take it.
Process the protein.
Very good try. It's right here anyway. Okay, a food allergy is when your body's immune systems reacts to food protein because it has mistaken that food protein as a threat.
Yes.
Okay? The food you're allergic to is called the food allergen. The response your body is having to the food is called an allergic reaction. Okay, so allergies have to do with your body's immune system reacting to proteins, in this case found in food. Okay, there is no cure for food allergies. Avoidance of the offending food is the only option for the guest. Okay, so make sure that you consider that fact. Okay, there is no way that you can prepare the food. What do I mean? Some people might have the idea that they can cook the food to 140 degrees and then it's going to be okay. The guest is allergic to peanuts, so I'm going to make this peanut sauce. I'm going to cook it at a very high heat and the allergy or the allergen will be okay for the guest to consume. It's a very strange thing, but some people have that, you know, that concept. Or maybe I'm going to freeze it or prepare it in a special way that it will be okay for the guest to consume. Or maybe they have an intolerance, right? An intolerance has to do with what? Your body's
Stomach.
digestive system, your stomach, right? So keep that in mind. There is no cure. So major food allergens, we have 9. Can we name them?
Milk.
Mhm.
Says
So milk, eggs, fish, crustacean shellfish, tree nuts, peanuts, wheat, soybeans, and sesame. Okay, those are the major 9. Of course, we have a lot more, but this is the major ones. Okay, so a peanut allergy is one of the most common allergies, as you know, and can cause a severe, potentially life-threatening allergic reaction called anaphylaxis. What is anaphylaxis? The most severe life-threatening allergic reaction anyone can have. Okay, so this is where the guests can go into anaphylactic shock. They will need assistance from an EpiPen, and it means that it's possibility that the situation can turn out fatal. Okay, it's not nice to say, but it's just the reality. So peanuts are not the same as tree nuts. Where do peanuts grow?
Tree nuts?
Remember?
Up. Huh?
Where do peanuts grow?
Underground.
Underground. Excellent. Examples of food that may contain peanuts as an ingredient are trail mixes and specialized popcorn. I know that you do not work in the beverage locations, but we usually buy all of our items separately and we combine them for ourselves, because there, in that instance, we will know exactly what we put into the trail mix, right? Okay, so some examples of tree nuts are cashews, walnuts, almond, hazel, etc. Now, just because a guest is allergic to peanuts does not mean that they're allergic to
Tree nuts.
tree nuts, right? If I were you, of course,
Tree nut.
I would avoid nuts in general, right?
Yes.
But let's say, for example, there's a dessert that the guests they really like or they want to try. You shouldn't stop them if they're not allergic to that tree nut and it's just peanuts, okay? Make sure you always inform your leader and follow up with your allergy ticket, okay? Be mindful of hidden ingredients. Of course, we're going to talk a little bit more about that later on, but always read your ingredient labels. So eggs. Eggs are hidden ingredients found in foods, sometimes found in salad dressings, desserts, ice cream, and foods that are covered in breadcrumbs. Where else can we find eggs? Think about your menu. Think about what we serve on board. Where else can you find eggs? All the desserts, right? Holiday sauce, béarnaise sauce, all of the dressings, right? All of the breads,
Bread.
right, in the bakery. Think about that, right? So be mindful as well, right? When you serve the guests, look at your menu.